What would you do if you found yourself in a house where 8 people were brutally murdered more than a century ago? This is no hypothetical scenario, for the Villisca Axe Murder House in Iowa is a chilling testament to this horrifying reality. This house, a silent witness to the gruesome and unsolved murder in 1912, has seen the lives of 6 innocent children and 2 adults snuffed out by the merciless swing of an axe, wielded by an unknown perpetrator. In 1994, the house was purchased and meticulously restored to its 1912 condition, its bloody past carefully preserved for those who seek the thrill of the macabre. Now, it stands as a haunting destination for ghost hunters and horror enthusiasts who are drawn to its eerie history and the chilling reports of paranormal activities. Yet, the question remains, but what if the horror of the past isn't entirely in the past? Imagine sleeping in a house where visitors report chilling paranormal experiences. The Villisca Axe Murder House, a chilling monument to a century-old unsolved crime, has been a hotspot for those intrigued by the supernatural. Those brave enough to stay the night in this restored relic have reported an array of inexplicable happenings that would make the blood of even the most hardened horror fan run cold. As the moon rises and the house descends into darkness, guests have spoken of a spectral figure wandering the corridors. The apparition of a man, axe in hand, prowls the hallways, forever enacting the horrific deeds of that fateful night in 1912. His presence is as tangible as the dread that fills the air, his visage an echo of a time long past yet never forgotten. Yet it's not just the ghostly man that haunts the old abode. The innocent laughter of children, once a joyous sound, has been twisted into a chilling reminder of the lives brutally extinguished within these walls. Visitors have reported hearing the faint, tortured screams of children, their sounds of distress reaching out from beyond the veil of life and death. These spectral cries pierce the still silence of the house, a chilling symphony of the macabre. The atmosphere within the house is palpable, a spectral tapestry woven from fear, intrigue, and the echoes of a gruesome history. Every creaking floorboard, every chill gust of wind seems to whisper the untold stories of the souls trapped within its walls. Despite the fear it instills, or perhaps because of it, the Villisca Axe Murder House continues to draw in those seeking a brush with the supernatural. Each visitor, each chilling encounter adds another layer to the house's haunting legacy, a legacy that thrives on the lifeblood of its eerie past. But in 2014, the hauntings took a darker turn. What could be more terrifying than an unsolved murder? How about a new horror in the same old house? Picture this. It's November 2014. An ordinary man named Robert Stephen Lawson Jr., a 37-year-old from Rhinelander, Wisconsin, embarks on what he thinks will be a regular recreational paranormal visit to the Villisca Axe Murder House. He's there with his friends, probably expecting some chills, some thrills, but nothing too serious. As the night progresses, things take a turn for the worse. The house, with its shadows and secrets, seems to close in around them. The air grows heavier, the silence more profound. And then, reality shatters. Lawson is found by his friends, a chilling sight to behold. He's been stabbed in the chest. The wound is self-inflicted. It's a horrifying scene. His friends scramble, panic sets in. They dial 911 and Lawson is rushed to a nearby hospital before being airlifted to Creighton University Medical Center in Omaha. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office later confirms that Lawson suffered the self-inflicted injury at about 12:45 a.m. Now here's where things get even more spine-chilling. The time of Lawson's injury coincides eerily with the same time the 1912 axe murders in the house began. A chilling detail that sends shivers down your spine. Lawson recovers from his injuries, but to this day he remains tight-lipped about what transpired that night. The owner of the home, Martha Lynn, is left shaken, saying, "It's publicity, but it's not exactly the kind of publicity you desire to have. I don't want people thinking that when they come to the Villisca Axe Murder House, something's going to happen that's going to make them do something like that." The 2014 incident shocked everyone, turning this tourist spot into a site of fresh horror. Now, the Villisca Axe Murder House was no longer just a relic of a century-old tragedy. but the scene of a modern-day mystery that sent shivers down the spine of every ghost hunter and horror enthusiast. The whispers of the unknown perpetrator from 1912 were now entwined with the eerie tale of Robert Stephen Lawson Jr., whose self-inflicted injury in the dead of night added a new layer of terror to the legend of the house. The owner, Martha Lynn, was understandably upset by this unsettling turn of events. She had poured love and care into restoring the house to its 1912 condition, aiming to provide a historical and paranormal experience, not a real-life horror show. It's publicity, but it's not exactly the kind of publicity you desire to have, she lamented. The thought of visitors associating her beloved house with such a disturbing event was far from what she had envisioned when she opened the doors to the public. The incident had a profound effect on the public's perception of the house. The fear and fascination intensified, drawing even more attention to this already infamous dwelling. Discussions swirled around the paranormal community, with theories about what could have driven Lawson to such extremes. Was it a vengeful spirit, a psychological breakdown, or something even more sinister? The speculation only added fuel to the already blazing curiosity surrounding the house. Yet amidst all the buzz and speculation, one voice remained silent. Lawson, the man at the center of the mystery, has never spoken publicly about the incident. His silence has only deepened the enigma, leaving everyone to wonder what truly transpired on that fateful night. Despite all this, the Villisca Axe Murder House continues to welcome visitors. It stands as a chilling testament to the past and a haunting reminder of the unseen forces that may dwell within its walls. Whether drawn by curiosity, thrill, or a desire to touch the unknown, people still flock to this house where history and horror intertwine in the most unsettling of ways. Even after all these years, the Villisca Axe Murder House refuses to relinquish its dark secrets. This old, eerie dwelling in Iowa holds on to its grim past with an iron grip, leaving us with more questions than answers. The chilling events of 1912, when 6 children and 2 adults met a gruesome end at the hands of an unknown assailant, still remain a mystery. The identity of the perpetrator, the motive behind such a horrific act, the inexplicable paranormal occurrences reported by countless visitors, all these questions hang in the air, as thick and palpable as the house's oppressive atmosphere. Then, of course, there's the 2014 incident. Robert Stephen Lawson Jr., a seemingly ordinary man from Wisconsin, sustained a self-inflicted wound during a visit to the house. But what happened to him? What could have driven him to such a desperate act? Lawson's silence on the matter only adds to the intrigue. It's like a puzzle with missing pieces, a story with missing pages. The Villisca Axe Murder House continues to draw the public's attention, like a moth to a flame. Visitors flock there, compelled by a morbid curiosity, a yearning to understand the unexplainable. They seek answers, thrills, maybe even a brush with the supernatural. This old, haunted home, standing as a silent testament to a terrible past, never fails to captivate and frighten in equal measure. In the end, the enduring mystery of the Villisca Axe Murder House is a chilling reminder of the unknown. It's a testament to our fascination with the macabre, the unsolvable, the unexplainable. It represents a dark corner of history, a story that resists being forgotten. As the house continues to stand, one can't help but wonder what other horrors might it hold within its walls.